The front door slammed so hard the framed wedding photo leapt from its nail and shattered on the hardwood. I stood in the foyer, duffel bag slipping from my numb fingers, glass crunching under my boots like brittle bones. Emily's scream still echoed. "Get out, Mark. I never want to see you again." Behind her, our daughter Lily, 14, eyes swollen red, clutched a crumpled notebook to her chest as if it were body armor. I drove to the motel on Route 9, the one with the flickering vacancy sign and the smell of mildew baked into the carpet. For 3 nights I stared at the water-stained ceiling, replaying Lily's accusation. "Daddy touched me where he shouldn't." The words tasted like rust. I'd never laid a hand on her beyond bedtime hugs. Yet Emily believed her. My wife, my anchor for 17 years, believed her. Sleep came in jagged fragments. I kept seeing Lily's face the morning after her first middle school dance. Mascara streaked, whispering that a boy had kissed her too hard. I'd wanted to hunt the kid down. Now I was the monster. Doubt gnawed. What if I'd done something in my sleep? What if I'd forgotten? The thought made me retch into the motel sink. On the 4th morning my phone buzzed. A text from an unknown number. *, meet me. Starbucks on Elm. 9 a.m. Come alone. *, no signature. Just a photo attachment, Lily's notebook page, the one she'd waved like evidence. The handwriting looked off. Too neat. Too adult. I arrived early, ordered black coffee I couldn't taste. The cafe smelled of burnt beans and wet wool. At 8:57, the bell above the door chimed. Not Lily. Emily. She wore the same gray coat from our honeymoon in Galway, collar turned up against a chill that wasn't there. Her eyes were bloodshot, lips trembling. "Mark." Her voice cracked like thin ice. I couldn't speak. My throat felt lined with sand. She slid into the booth, placed a manila envelope between us. "Divorce papers," she said. "Sign them and it's over. No custody. No alimony. You disappear." The words hit harder than her slap 4 nights ago. I opened the envelope with shaking hands. Inside, standard forms but clipped to the back was a single sheet. Lily's diary entry, the one Emily had read aloud through tears. Except now I saw the watermark. Property of Ridgewood High, creative writing assignment. My pulse thundered in my ears. This is fiction? Emily's nod was almost imperceptible. She stared into her untouched latte, foam collapsing like a dying wave. She wrote it for extra credit. A short story about a girl who lies to punish her father for grounding her. "The teacher called me yesterday," said Lily, turned it in after she showed it to me. The room tilted. I gripped the table edge. "You kicked me out over a homework assignment?" I thought. Her voice splintered. She was so convincing. The details. The way she cried. I remembered my uncle, what he did to my cousin. I panicked. Rage and relief collided in my chest. A storm with no eye. "You didn't ask me. You didn't look at me." I was scared to. She finally met my eyes. "Scared you'd deny it. Scared you wouldn't." The barista dropped a tray, ceramic shattered. We both flinched. I flipped to the next page in the envelope. A second document, handwritten, Lily's loopy scrawl. "Mom, I'm sorry. I hated being grounded. I thought if you fought, you'd forget about my phone. I didn't think you believed me for real. Please don't hate me." The paper trembled in my grip. My daughter, my fierce, sarcastic girl who once built blanket forts and begged for bedtime stories, had weaponized our love to dodge consequences. And Emily, terrified of repeating her family's history, had chosen belief over doubt. Emily's tears fell onto the table, dark spots blooming on the wood. "I filed the papers this morning. To protect her. To protect you from charges. But the teacher's statement, it's enough to stop everything." I laughed. A hollow broken sound. "So I'm innocent but still divorced?" She reached for my hand, I pulled away. The rejection flickered across her face like a snuffed candle. Outside, rain started, sudden and needle-sharp. Through the window I saw Lily across the street, hood up, watching. Our eyes locked. She lifted one hand, not a wave, not quite. An apology, maybe. Or a plea. Emily followed my gaze. "She wants to come home. To us." The word hung between us, fragile as the glass back at the house. I thought of the nights Emily fell asleep on my chest during thunderstorms, how she'd trace my scars from a childhood bike crash, and call them lightning bolts. I thought of Lily at 6, insisting I wear a tiara to her tea parties. I thought of the motel bed. The way loneliness had carved me hollow. I stood. The chair scraped like a scream. Tell her to burn the notebook. Tell her lies have weight. Emily's sob followed me out into the rain. I didn't look back. That night, alone in the motel, I signed the papers. Not because I wanted to. Because some fractures can't be set. They have to heal crooked. But on the signature line, I added a note in the margin. Asterisk ask next time. Believe harder. Asterisk. I left the envelope at the front desk for Emily to pick up. Then I drove to the overlook where we'd scattered my father's ashes. The valley below was swallowed in fog, headlights blinking like lost stars. My phone buzzed. A new text from Lily. Asterisk I'm sorry, Daddy. I miss your pancakes. Asterisk. I stared at the screen until the letters blurred. Then I typed back. Asterisk pancakes are earned. Truth first. Asterisk. I hit send, turned off the phone, and let the rain wash the windshield clean. Somewhere behind me, a family was learning the cost of belief. Ahead, the road curved into darkness. No map, no promises. Just the weight of a tiara I'd never wear again. And the faint, stubborn hope that some lightning bolts leave marks worth keeping.